the map.
Newkirk.
Precinct.
Okay, I genuinely don't know which way this is going to go.
Oh man, me neither. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the Team League Finals in the low left. LowLandLions, Mela!
They're pretty happy about that, but you know what? I think when I introduce in the bottom right position from KnightS Gaming, we have Rainman.
Oh my goodness, look at the audience go. You just say that name and it drives them crazy.
They're happy. They're happy right now. But that's fine. That's good. It's good to be happy. Okay, ZVP. Let's be serious for a second now. Serious face on. Serious voice. I wish we could like dim the lights a little bit to be like, okay, what's going on here? Newkirk Precinct. The big thing which is always going to be on your mind is the air rush distance. You're always going to be there, you're like, is he going to Stargate me? But then to the same extent, you're going to sit back and you go, is that too obvious? Is he going to be expecting that? Shall I mind game him and not do it? And that's what's running through these players' minds now. Maybe their teams have spoken to them, maybe their teams have been like, they've come up with a secret strategy, they've watched the replays through, they've watched all the games when they played in the individual league earlier today, analysed each other, prepared, focused. Who knows, but for the moment, Rainman actually going a hatch first. Wow, okay, bold move.
Yes, and look at Mela. Balls out strategy here, going with a gateway. Very quick double gas straight afterwards. Oh, I like the way this is going. Actually, I think I have seen him do a similar build on Whirlwind today in a PvZ.
Yes, I think we did.
Yes, we did. So he's going to go into an expansion most probably off of this with, it's basically a pressure build with the option to pressure. And you know, one thing about Mela, he's been playing practically the whole day.
Yep.
He's been playing individual leagues, he's been playing team leagues, and you know what I gotta say about that guy? I watched him play game from game from game. The longer he plays, the more this event goes on, the more confident he is, and the better he performs. It's like he's getting into that correct RPM his brain needs to perform at his top level. So it's going to be really hard for Rainman here.
It is, and the trouble for Rainman, and I know I've mentioned this previously, is just that he's faced Mela before today, and it didn't go so well for him. And that's going to be playing on your mind. You're always going to be sitting there thinking, okay, he 2-0'd me earlier today. I've got to step it up a level. And for the moment, Mela, he's not doing too much, but 8 Zerglings are coming out. That's a little abnormal.
Oh, wait a minute. That's 8 Zerglings
Yeah,
coming
you don't
out.
Usually see that. That's
a little bit too much.
That's a bit of pressure. It's not a big commitment or anything like that, but it's going to be putting on a little bit of pain, a little bit of a, you're not getting away with anything too greedy.
Okay, he's making 2 more.
We await.
He's going to have 10 links out. He's making 2 more.
Ooh. Okay.
This is really heavy pressure he's trying to put on his opponent, and he hasn't even... He has scouted him actually with the Overlord, so he knows, you know, what kind of play his opponent is going for. And
look at this, he's running the Zerglings over the top as well.
oh, he's hiding them from the watchtowers just in case his opponent does have a unit there. The Mothership Core only sees two Zerglings.
That won't panic you, that'll be like 2 Zerglings, fine, that always happens, yep.
10 more are on the way. Speed is about to finish. This is a Speedling all-in, Mattles.
This is such a bold move in the final game. Will the Wall-Off get completed in time? That is the big question. If that goes down...
I don't think it will.
The Stargate getting...
No!
He's
running in! Will he get the sentry before it lays down the support field?
Oh, it's not so close. Okay, Zerglings, speed is now done. The sentry gets caught.
Sentry.
Oh! This is looking so good right now for KnightS Gaming Rainman. He is going to be able to take out that pylon. That means those gateways unpowered.
Will not be powered the Stargate neither.
More force fields are
this
coming
natural
down.
is going to go down. Look at this, Mela even doing a wall off with the pylons at the top of this ramp. What can he do from this point? More links flooding in. The Stargate is going to finish, but it's not going to be powered. I wouldn't be surprised if Mela just outright cancel this. 16 more links in production. Rainman is going all out with this. He knows there is not going to be very many sentries. There's probably only 1 gateway in the main of the Protoss, so he can only produce 1 sentry at a time. It's He's got 3 up on the ramp, but he's still... I think maybe he's going to try to bust the pylons down with the Lings, or he's just going to... Oh, there we have the follow-up. I was going to say Banelings, but the Roaches are a safer bet.
Yep. Okay, so the Zerglings are pulling back. They've done enough damage now, as far as they're aware. The Mothership Core's gone in vision, seeing that the Zerglings are pulled back, but taking out this pylon very early on. There's more Zerglings coming in, Bellinor. He's just waiting for this. He's like, retake it. Go on, I dare you. And then he's going to run in with them. This is...
Mela is retaking the natural base. Does he have a vision of that? Rainman's Overlord is a little bit too far away, so he doesn't know. But the Roach Warren is about to finish. Let's see the gas count for Rainman. It is, what? 0.
Yeah, Rainman's just hiding those Zerglings away. The Mothership Core went over and was like, oh, okay, it's all looking okay. Nothing there. No Zerglings, just one. Keeping a scout gets the pressures off now, guys. An Oracle is in production.
Again,
Here we
getting
go.
in. He's going to deny the Nexus for the second time. This is so frustrating for Mela. And look at this. He says, I got enough Lings out. I have big enough army. I'm going to start droning again. Taking 2 gases at once, 11 drones in production, a Queen, and he's slowly going to transition out of this, but as long as he can keep Mela from moving out of his base, from taking that expansion, he's going to be so much behind. Look at the worker count, 48 drones versus 27.
Oracle's on its way in. This has got to do a lot of damage. If it can, there's a chance. There's only 1 Queen here. The Queen will get focused down.
Well,
the Queen from that
can the Oracle kill 20 drones, I ask you?
Probably not. Of course, the second Queen is getting pulled up as well as 4 Call is getting thrown down. This Oracle has got to do a lot of damage. More than I think it is capable of, unfortunately.
It will run out of mana,
kills. This is
8 workers, 9, 10. Okay, 9.
9 workers are down.
But a second Oracle is coming in. Oracle is coming in. Mela is trying to retake that natural expansion. Really smart play by Mela. Rainmain at the same time taking a 3rd and getting a lair. It's actually very, very close to being down. Those Oracles regrouping in the bottom center of the map, trying to go for a second round, like the Top Gun pilots that they are.
Well, the natural and main both have Spore Crawlers down. Yeah. But 2 Oracles can shred through a mineral line incredibly quickly. If so inclined, the Queen's trying to engage this. The Oracles are getting microed slightly. 1 is very low on energy, so will fall back. That Spore Crawler doesn't cover the entire mineral line. The Queen is getting pulled back, but gets taken out there. The Oracle can now outrange it, pick up some drones, lose mining time. Couple more work until it's going down, 11 in total. This is what Mela needs to do to bring himself back into this game.
Yes.
But he needs to keep it up.
He's got, I mean, he knows this. That's why he's got 3 Oracles out. He's got 3 Oracles out. That's the most Oracles I have seen lately, pretty much in any PvZ. It's such an investment, and it doesn't pay off that hugely most of the time, because the Zergs defend that. But in this case, it's paying out tremendously. Now the Spire is halfway down for our Zerg player, Rainman. And do you think he's just going to try and go for Mutas? He's stockpiling a lot of gas, 600
he's sending
and
the Oracles
rising.
up to the 3rd, and there's really nothing there, so this is a bit of
a Spore but you know, these Oracles are almost out of energy.
Yeah, they're incredibly low. The Zerglings are coming back over the map once more, Bellinor. They're coming in for a bit more aggression. There's a lot of sentries, though. The wall-off is pretty much completed. Force fields will hold this back. So, but then the Spire. The Spire, once that starts coming into play, but Rainman doesn't have that much money to get many Mutalisks. He's pumping a lot of Hydras at the moment. He's got +1 and missile attack and Hydra speed. He knows that his opponent doesn't have Colossi. That's why he's going.
He knows that, and he knows he showed him the Spire. I mean, this is really smart play by Rainman. He's counting on his opponent. Hey, I showed you the Spire, so you will react with a Stargate, but I'm not going to build anything out of that. And those Oracles, 1 getting taken out.
Losing an Oracle early on is never something that you want to happen, because, or at any stage, they're expensive. You want to keep that harassment up. Phoenix are down as well. They're going to help. They're also a deterrent from going Mutalisks, and that's a smart move in itself. We've got another Phoenix coming down, but the Spire, as you said, was spotted, so just wants to make sure that if it is a muted transition, it doesn't materialize.
I think Mela is smelling something fishy right now, though. And I wouldn't be surprised if he stopped Phoenix production at this point altogether.
Well, he saw that
because the Mutas are not coming.
He saw 1 Hydra as well.
Yeah.
That was a big giveaway for him. If he knows that Hydra's there, he can make sure that, okay, you're probably not committing the gas to Hydras and also going into Mutas. The Corruptors are still coming out, though. That's a smart move, because the Corruptors are going to shut down the Phoenix. That's really important. Also the Oracles, too.
Well, yeah, it's basically a game of which player has how much and what type of information.
Yep.
I mean, I show the Spire, your reaction probably is going to be this, so I'm going to do the opposite, but now I get scouted doing it, so I have to stop doing it and move to the other direction. It's basically how this is going so far.
After listening to that sentence, my head feels like the first time I watched Inception.
Castception, ladies and gentlemen.
Castception, that's it. He thinks that I think that he thinks, and mind games.
But that movie was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was pretty moving. Completely off topic, but anyway, Robotic Spec is coming down, +1 flyer weapons is about to kick in. This game, it looks like Mela's in an okay spot. And he is bringing back, it's certainly leveling out a lot more, but the work account is so heavily in Rainman's favor. He's also got a good amount of army out, these Hydras can start pushing forward. The lack of Colossi are going to cause a problem. There's nothing to shut down this Ling Hydra force, and this third Nexus is just a massive glimmering target for the Zerg. Go and force that cancel there and make sure he stays a base 2, 3 bases up if those additional double expansions do manage to get up.
I think as soon as he sees that army, yes, he's going to go
Oh,
back
that was such a smart move, hallucinating the Colossi. Really clever.
Does he actually know? No, he doesn't. He sees those Colossi as being real, and he is pulling back. Yep. But I think he would have pulled back regardless, because he just does not have enough units currently to take on the army that Mela has. I think, Mela, he is going into Colossi production regardless. He does have the Twilight Council up already, though.
Okay, so quick stock check of what's going on. Currently, Rainman, he went for that really aggressive opening, did a lot of damage, forced the cancel multiple times on the natural. That allowed him to drone super heavily. He's up to 80 drones behind this, so economically speaking, great spot.
He's taking a 5th base as well,
5
as
bases.
we speak.
The only thing he hasn't really got that he could possibly want is a Hive, but that can start up fairly soon. These Corruptors shutting down the Phoenix really nicely. Also ready to shut down the Colossi.
Muto's transition incoming. 8 Mutas in production right now, and he's not stopping. I don't think he will actually stop. Now, he's not going all out with the Mutas. I think he's just going to get a large enough group and just use it for harassment. Not to fight, but just for harassment. Slow the Protoss down and cause as much hurt to him as he can, but he's probably not going to use them in a direct fight. It is true that +2 flyer attacks upgrade will be finishing, but I just don't know. Look, 24 more links in production. I don't know, what do you make of this battle?
The Mutas can go just straight in case for the Void Rays.
Yeah.
That's the straight thing. They could also go for harassment as a split multi-prong attack. That would also work quite well. Photon Overcharge has already been triggered. We've got upgrade-wise.
The Ling run by the natural.
That is what you want.
He's gotten in. Meanwhile, he's attacking the 3rd base. Very nice moves we are seeing here from Rainman, but Mela is reacting to this. Will he kill the Lings in the natural? Yes, he does, and it looks like he might end up defending the 3rd base as well. Colossi and Void Rays are being targeted down low by the Corruptors. All that is remaining is the Gateway army. What are the upgrades looking like? 1-1 versus 1-1, so it's actually even. But Mela is driving the Zerg forces back. Queens, what are you doing? Go home.
Queens can't go home. They're off creep. It would take them all day. But yeah, basically what we're seeing here now is that this Gateway force has to try and do some kind of damage. The work has killed this game. It's pretty equal, but look at that work account right now for Rayman. He's just where he wants to be. He can afford to lose this space. That's the beauty of it. He can just sacrifice saying, guess what, I've got more. I'm taking another expansion while you're killing this one.
You know what, I think that was an excellent move here by Rainman. Really smart move, because at the time Mela started attacking that expansion, he had no army to deal with what he had on the ground.
Okay, Belanor. There are 18 Mutalisks.
I know, I noticed.
+2 is done for them as well. They're up against only 20 Stalkers. That is... You can go in hard there. Especially with the Zerglings
with
in there
this amount of Lings and no Colossi?
Yep.
Well, if you engage out in the open, yeah, you can.
The force fields have got to be perfection.
Exactly. You have
and
to
they're not going to be. There we go.
Alive.
The Zerglings get complete surface area. That is as good as Rayman could have wanted. The Mutas are starting to do a lot more damage there. The heights to the back really helping. The Mutalist count is just not falling. 19 down there. Corruption goes down. These Stalkers taking a considerable amount of fire.
I don't think it will be enough. If so, then barely. The Hydras and Mutas are still trying to do damage. There's just too many Stalkers. Corruptors can't shoot ground. And Mela holds.
That there was such a big commitment by Rainman.
Yeah, I mean, he just lost over 20 Mutas worth of gas.
That is a lot of gas right there. That is not what you want to be doing. He's not got enough money to remake many. He's getting 7 more out. He's got +1 flyer carapace as well. He's really committing to this Mutalisk force.
Now look at this. Phoenix production has been restarted by Mela. He's going into that production again, trying to take a 4th base. And Rainman, he's not making a tech switch. He's continuing to use Mutalisks. He does have very decent upgrades for them, but so does for the Lynx. So he can just continue switching it around. He might even do a late game transition into Ultralisks as soon as he starts getting that carapace upgrades a little bit more.
This is... Who would have thought this game would have gone here after that speedling aggression? Like,
no one.
No one thought it was going to get this far. So Mela is doing an incredibly good job. Rainman, he's got to be cautious now. He's carrying on. He's getting the +3 flyer attack. These mutas are going to do a huge amount of damage. They're up to 24
they're going for the
again,
main.
and they're going straight in towards the main base. The army is out of position here.
He does have blink though. He can blink the stalkers up. The Phoenixes are in danger though. One goes down. The Mutalisks are still alive, getting away from the Nexus that has the 4-down overcharge. I think they have to escape right now. Blink in, and there's not a lot those mutas can do here right now. Very smart move there by Rainman.
Ooh, very
wow.
close there.
Did he just take a couple shots on his Nexus there?
Yep.
Wow.
Nobody saw, don't worry, it's fine. Oh, here we go. Mutas coming in. Archons! They're all stacking those Archons. They could have got such a good shot. Okay, Mela. Rayman's going for it. He's pushing forward. The Archons are still there. The Archon not focused down. The Phoenix coming into the side. The Surgeon's doing a nice bit of damage on the ground. There are a lot of Mutalisks here. Corruptions are getting cast.
I don't think he can do this. I don't think he can do this. He lacks the army in the air that can actually hit ground. Those Corruptors are dead weight right now. A giant, huge iron ball tied to his leg that is pulling him down. But he's still persisting. That Archon will do huge amounts of damage here, but there are no Stalkers left.
Yep.
Wow! Even with a supply deficit in the air army, he just takes this like a boss. And Rainman brings this home for KnightS Gaming.